Hello everyone, this is Juan Sarmiento and today is Friday, April the 9th. Yesterday was a little difficult day for me, but that's okay. As long as we trade once a week, no harm done. So let's go through our positions here. And you recall that I've been doing the SPY, so we can check that out, can't we? This is in two separate accounts. Okay, the 615 IRA is where I have my genies, and the 16 is where I have the SPY. So here's my SPY. And remember, I started with $500, then I added another $500. So my total investment is $1,000, and this is 8 days after I started. So yesterday I bought another share, and so far so good. We have accumulated $11.27. Yeah, not much, but we're saving money, okay? And this is for the long term. Now, let's go back to my IRA where I have my Genie trades, and we're gonna go. Unfortunately, so far this year, we are a little under the water. Not a whole lot, but we keep on going. I don't really have any candidates to entry new trades now, but I would certainly think that by next week we may have something. But let's go through all our trades, starting with Facebook, all in alphabetical order. To get those, all you need to do is select current positions, okay? And to see the Analyze tab, make sure you have this symbol link or icon, whatever color you want. You can make it work with any of the tabs. So I'm going to go to the Analyze tab, and here you have the yellow. So when I click here, Facebook, the Facebook Analyze tab shows up, and this is what we have. Okay, now I see that we're above the smiley face here, and the expiration, there's plenty of time to expiration. And notice that my long calls are 275 strike price, and we are now at 310. Well, you can begin to take profits if we have profits. In order to see if we have profits, go to the Monitor tab and go back, let's say 100 days or 70 days. There. And then we say trade history. And yeah, this is the only trade, and this was entered March 11th. The other ones belong to a previous iteration that we have long since eliminated. So let's focus on this, which is the current trade. So you can say Analyze Trade, and because it's the same, you don't even have to display that, really. So what do I see here? Well, I'm in a loss of 184 days. Okay, let's take a look at the chart. And it looks like Facebook is breaking out to new highs. Okay, we can certainly avoid further losses. We can hold on to them. It would be equivalent to have 32 shares, 32.61, if there was such a thing, because my deltas say 34, 34.6. And if I take profits, I might limit my profit to the upside. Since 34 is not a big delta, I think we can manage that. And next week we could do a roll up, and a roll up would be like this. Analyze rolling. Just do one. You can tell because that's the outstanding call. You have two long calls, one short call. 2 minus 1 equals 1. And that's my outstanding call, June 21st, 275. And I'm going to sell one of those, and I'm buying a higher strike price, in this case 310, which is the current price. And the expiration could be the same as what we have right now. And then you get a big credit, $30. Since we have here, if we did that, we're still a loss, we can give it a chance. Okay, next week we could do that. Let's move on to Intel. Intel is way ahead of my smiley face here, so we could do the same. I already took 2 calls profit, and my deltas are 175, and I try to neutralize my deltas whenever I can. Intel is just way up here. Okay, that sounds good. We could sell one more of those calls. If you want, go to the monitor tab again and see what we have done. Okay, we have done a rollover. By doing this, analyze trade, we are taking the original trade plus the rollover, analyze trade, and the profit that I took before, analyze trade, and then hide the position, and that tells you, oh, that looks pretty bad. We have a loss on that. Okay? But instead of closing, I'm going to give it a chance, okay? Because I will close when I'm too close to the next expiration to make it worth it. But I could certainly sell 1 call or 2 or 3 or whatever you want. Let's do just 1 in order to remain delta positive and sell it for almost $11. If you do 2 of them, then it becomes delta negative. I'm not interested in that because the stock is rallying strongly. It may keep on going forever. So a little delta is fine. We might even recover the loss so far. And then when this April, that's for next week, we could then close the position then next week. Okay, that frees a little bit of capital. Let's move on to LOW, lows. And here I did a rollover, as you can see, May 7th and July. Oh, I put it up, rolled it up, 2 outstanding calls. I had 4 170 calls. Now I have 2 of those and 2 at 190. And you can neutralize again. 49 is not, is close to neutrality. If I were to sell one of these or roll it up, or you can sell, let's say, the 200. You can do a number of things here because you can even sell, yeah, if we sell one of these, just 1, that will reduce my delta to negative. Do I think that the stock is going to go down strongly? Perhaps, but it's more likely that it will go sideways or higher. In my opinion, you can have your opinion, you're welcome to it, but subtracting this 1 here is going to make my deltas too negative. What if I sold a higher strike price? I say 95. That's still negative. What about 200? Perfect. That stays delta neutral and gives me $855 back in essence, because this call is worth $855 because 8.55 times 100. I'm partial to doing that, and that way we free some capital as well. This is great. It's delta neutral now. Let's move on to NUE. Delta is pretty neutral. We have the April here is way up there, and these are expiring next week. 77.5. I have 2 outstanding calls, and they are a higher strike price. So I already did my roll up, as you can see now. My delta's been 29.50. That sounds pretty good. I don't care if the stock goes strongly lower or strongly higher, do I? And what I do care is this call here with 1 week to go. We can take care of that next week. There's no hurry because we're so out of the money. Okay, so let's move on to Texas Instruments. Okay, once again, slightly above the smiley face here. Let me reset to make sure. Reset slices. Okay, that makes more sense that the upper range is over here. Okay, the stock is trading at 194 and my calls here are 195, the outstanding. The deltas might be a little higher. Let me take a look at the chart. Yeah, that's reaching new highs. Okay, what I'm going to do is sell one call or two calls at a higher strike price. Analyze closing. Just selling one. What I want is to neutralize my delta. 20 is pretty neutral, and as you can see, you have a smiley face. You are in the center of the smiley face, and you're getting $610 back by selling the one call. You can also analyze closing. No, analyze trade. Repeat that. Sell two of them like that. That becomes negative, but we can sell two of those at a higher strike price. Let's say 200. Okay, so which one of these two trades will be better? This one, by selling two calls at 200, gives me a negative delta. I don't want that. And it gives me $820. That's 4.10 times 200, $820. This one, just by selling one, keeps me delta positive, which I like, and returns to me $610. I think I compromise that. I'd rather have a delta that is close to neutrality without being negative. And there it is. If the stock was to go strongly down, we will make even further money. But if it decides to rally up strongly, we could make additional money. That's it. Simple as that. So that's all for today. And next week, I hope that I will have new trades. We have plenty of option buying power, 71,000, which means we have about $20,000 invested. A little under that, which is not much. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Please be sure to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Once you have done that, be sure to also click on the bell so you get a notification of future videos coming up in this channel. Be sure also to click like if you enjoyed this video, and feel free to share it with your friends and family. Thank you very much.